We continue now at the top of Daf Kuf Chafam and Beis Meseches Zevachim. This is Zevachim Daf 120b. On the previous summit, the Gemara brought a brisa, which is trying to prove that there's a disqualification of noser. Let's say if it's left past the bama katana, and the brisa is in the middle of bringing the argument to that effect. We can learn as follows: Ma ofos, just like by birds, she'ein hamum posel behen, where there's no disqualification of a blemish by ofos, by karbonos of birds. Zman posel behen, but there is a disqualification of zman. There is a disqualification of noser. So kadshe bama katana. So when it comes to kadshe bama katana, the kadshem of a private bama shahamum posel behen, where there is a disqualification of a blemish, eino din shazman posel behen, isn't it logical to say that there's a disqualification of noser? But the Gemara says mala ofos shekain ein hazar kosher behen, when it comes to bird karbonos, a non-kohen is not kosher. Tomar b'bama katana, whereas by bama katana shahazar kosher ba, where a non-kohen is kosher. So lo yehe zman posel ba, so then we should say that zman, that noser is not a disqualification. And so the brisa concludes Talmud Lomar, the pasuk says v'zos toras zevach hashlamim. It says this is the law of the zevach hashlamim. Lasos zman bama katana kizman bama gadol, to say that the rules of zman by bama katana are the same as the rules of zman of time when it comes to bama gadola. And Rashi explains, Uma ofos, by birds, she'ein hamum posel behen, there's no disqualification of mum. Diyamar mar, the master said, ein tamus v'zachros ba'ofos. There are no halachas of tamus, which again are the halachas of blemishes, and also zachros, the requirement of the animal being male. That does not apply by ofos, by birds. But zman posel ben, there is a disqualification of zman. To haravinu lehu gabe pigol, that we include by pigol. But Perak Beis Shammai, and Perak Beis Shammai earlier, alma posel behuzman. You see that there are disqualifications related to time over there. And so the brisa brings the pasuk of it. It says in the pasuk, Torah zevach hashlamim. It says this is the law of the zevach hashlamim. Torah achas l'chol hashlamim. One law for all shlamim. Ve'afilu l'shalmei bama katana, and that's true even by shlamim on a private bama. L'masha amar binyan, to what we're talking about. Uma amar bo'osu inyan, and what's said in that inyan? What is discussed over there? Zman l'todu, zman l'shlamim, machshavas pigel. We talk about a certain amount of time for a carbon toda, a certain amount of time for a carbon shlamim in terms of eating these carbonos, and also machshavas pigel, having the wrong intention in terms of the time. And why do we need to have a riboy to include it? Why do we need to have a special inclusion? Mishum da'asim mi binyanav, because you could have learned from a binyanav, from a mamatzino in the other direction, as was mentioned on the previous Amud, the halon yisaref, hayotze yisaref, the lo yifsol bazman, because yotze does not apply by bama katana, so maybe you would say there's no disqualification of zman, there's no disqualification of noser. Lafika chutzrach l'rabo, so that's why it needs to be included. And again, from that pasuk, we learn lasos man bama katana kizman bama gadola. We learn this man of bama katana the same as this man of bama gadola, meaning letoda yom v'layla. For a carbon toda, you have a day and a night to eat the carbon. V'lishlamim shnei yom and v'layla. For a shlam, you have 2 days and a night. V'laylecha, 2 days and 1 night. V'noser nami mi pigol yalef. Noser is learned from pigol. Migzer shava da avon avon, from a gzer shava of avon avon. V'tamei nami bahi parsha siksiv, and also the laws of the person being tamei is learned in that parsha. V'hanefesh asher tochal, and so that's how we learn these laws. Hadron aloch paras chatos. We will return to you paras chatos. Uslik olam Meseches Zevachim, and we've concluded Meseches Zevachim. Mazel tov to those who have finished Meseches Zevachim. If you're enjoying these videos in this channel, please like, share, and subscribe, and take a look at the description box below to see how you can support this channel. And we will begin Meseches Menachos on Daf Beis Amud Aleph in the next video.